Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Lakshmi Prakash Semwal. I'm director of Anamrit Farmers Edge Owners Foundation. As in the name, Farmers Edge Owners is our idea to give value chain business to the farmers when we invest upfront in the value chain business as social investors, as social investment. So the problem and challenges of agriculture in current scenario is the marginal, as all we know, marginalized farmers unable to escape from the grip and their dependence on middlemen, informal lenders, and other intermediaries in value chain businesses, either for logistic support, for financial means, or for technical know-how. All the intermediaries are taking a lead role, and farmers are dependent on those. Second is farmers lack collectively access to the market, marketing and market information, and the real business rigor, which is again in the hand of middlemen. This results into lower income and lower returns, which lead further to the migration of young people from rural areas where mainly the green fields and agriculture production is going on to the semi-urban and urban areas. And that is the production side. That is the back end of problem. At the far end, the farmers and their collectives do not have adequate storage facility, value addition businesses, other infrastructure, and in the case of fresh produce, they don't have any cold chain facilities to handle and keep the quality up to international standard to compete with their international competitors. This also, again, due to the lack of information on production, distribution, storage, collection, and consumer information of agri-produce, which further resulted in the big gap among demand and supply. And further, these problems add on to the businesses, MSMEs and farmers, that they each time they are looking for subsidized support and grants from governments. What government and private sector tried so far to overcome these problems is, from the government side, mainly the loan and grant schemes, which provide financial assistance to the farmers, and their value drivers are transactional support to the farmers. In these schemes, the daily control and management stay with the government functionary who really don't have insight of real problem and challenges of farmers and their collectives. So they further fall in the poverty trap, they means the farmers, and each time governments again looking for the solution in the form of subsidies and grant. At the other hand, the private sector model also tried to solve these problems, but they have their own interest, and that is very fair, that they need to maximize their shareholders' money. So they are sustaining the production and with improving farm income, but each time they are coming with the top-down approach, and in those cases, these businesses controlled, administered, and managed by their appointed management. In these contract farming type of private sector intervention, conflicts between short-term interest of farmers and long-term interest of company always visible for the business, and these conflict of interest prevails to various kind of socio-political disturbances or conflicts among the farmers and the businesses. The cooperative model also tried and have much better results than the private sector and government scheme model. Their main aim also driven by the maximization of shareholders' profit. But their value drivers are the maximization of farmer income. So here they have daily control, management, and administration of business in the hand of elected farmer representative, where the short-term interest of farmer prevails over the long-term interest of business. We tried a partnership model, a hybrid of cooperative and private sector, which we call CCP, Cooperative Corporate Partnership Model, where synergy between farmers, businesses, investors, knowledge institutions, and other stakeholders called as farmers as owners. So ultimately, this is the eventual ownership model of farmers. Farmers will become the owners of these value chain, value addition businesses at the end, when they will return the investment of investor. So we try to mix the main aim of the farmers as owners model as the blended idea of cooperative and corporate, profit maximization for farmers through business development across the agro-product value chain, from where we are visualizing rural prosperity. So creation of livelihood for farmers with employment opportunity for youth in rural and semi-urban area. The value drivers we envisaged is optimizing profit for benefit of farmers and secure continuity and growth through increased quality production. The both good principles and ethical value of cooperative, optimization of profit for farmers, and for business, it should be sustainable and continuous growth through quality production. So fair competitive business, and the management as a business wise, where farmer together can administer, can govern the business, but farmer cannot give daily operational advice to the managers. The management will remain in the hands of professionals. And this systemic intervention across the value chain, we are looking, and we practiced in our Apple project model at pre-production level, production level, post-production level, and further at the distribution level, where at each stage we have a business rigor from professionals, quality production from the farmers, and adequate investment from our investing partner. And we are looking the partners and stakeholders at different stages. At pre-production, we have Agri university and academics with the government, with their scheme and budgetary intervention. At production level, farmers and financial institution, because farmers and their collectives also require finance to keep their production quality and quantity as much as marketable. At post-production level, technical institute and business school with the businesses, and at distribution level again businesses with consumers and government support. In Apple project model, I will explain that in next few slides. We try to keep all these stakeholders and partners from farm to market to fork as much as intact with us. So what these partners will do during the whole progress of project life cycle and even after the project period, the farmers and farmer collective associated as producer for collective action, because they need enough volume and superior desired quality by consumer as a marketable volume. So collectively they need to reach at qualitative and quantitative norms as a demand from market. Joint companies of farmers, collective, and investor will do the business activity, and they are the nucleus for value addition. Non-governmental development organization, NGOs or NGDOs, as a facilitator for farmer organization and motivators for the businesses and for the consumers. Also, they will keep control over the principles and the quality of their produce and the model. The private sector will ensure the business rigor, and they will do the competitive business and add value in the farmers' commodity by giving advice backward to the farmers and bringing new technology from the farmer side.